نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد كل سلام من الناس عليه صدقة. Health is a great blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is mentioned that we should give sadaqah for every joint in our body. Without the strength and intellect, we would never be able to survive in this world. And the greatest blessing is Iman. And Iman is to love the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam the most. Sahaba radiyallahu anhum showed this love. It is mentioned that whenever the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam spat, the spit would fall in the hand of a Sahabi radiyallahu anhu, who would rub it on his arm and face. A thought might occur in someone's mind. So let me give you an example. What does a husband and wife do? They virtually swallow each other's spit. Believe me, the Sahaba radiyallahu anhum had more love for the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam than any couple in the world. Love is to accept the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. فَلَا وَرَبِّكَ لَا يُؤْمِنُونَ حَتَّى يُحَكِّمُوكَ فِيمَا شَجَرَ بَيْنَهُمْ. You cannot be a believer until you accept the verdict of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in every aspect of your life. Hazrat Umar radiyallahu ta'ala anhu used to believe that the one who does not has no right to remain alive. And taqwa is to accept even the ease which is implemented by Sharia. For example, if a person travels over 48 miles, he has to read 2 faras instead of 4. If he reads 4, his salah will not be accepted. In the same way, accept every law of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whether we like it or not. For example, parda. For a woman to expose herself in front of a non-mahram is not allowed. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam also said, "La tanajashu, do not deceive," meaning to bid on something just to increase the price is not allowed. La yazidanna, do not offer a higher price for a thing already bought by someone. The Quran also mentions about making a will, especially if you owe anyone anything. Also, a will can only be made of 1/3 of the savings. After a person passes away from his wealth, you can pay for the coffin, burial, and any debt he has left behind. After this, all his wealth has to be distributed among the heirs. That includes the wife, the daughter, etc. This share is fixed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran. If you want to give in charity, it should be given while you are healthy. Do not wait until you are on your deathbed, because at that time any last will not be accepted. لِلذَّكَرِ مِثْلُ حَظِّ الْأُنْثَيَيْنِ. The son receives double share because he has to look after the father or the mother, whoever is left behind. At the same time, he has to spend on his wife and children. That's the reason why he receives double share. Whereas the daughter, she does not have to spend on anyone. My dear listeners, not to give the right share is zulm, injustice, and this is something which Islam does not tolerate. Once some people came to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and said, "Give verdict in our favor and we will accept Islam." Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed a verse saying, "Do justice and do not care about their iman." It is mentioned that if anyone takes 3 paisas, 3 pennies, unlawfully, they will have to give 700 accepted salah as compensation on the day of Qiyamah. Nowadays, we steal, we rob, we cheat, we deceive, we lie, and we don't even realize how serious it is. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us realize the haram, the halal as halal, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala create the true love for Allah and the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Wa akhiru da'wana and alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.